Okay, welcome to our first session, live coaching session. Maureen, thank you for deciding to help me on this the case study for live coaching, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 weeks with you. Our topic that we were going to cover with you was wellness and nutrition, and obviously everything that pertains to that. So we obviously know that somebody who's healthy has a better quality of life, a lot of prevention of illness, a lot less stressed, and improve overall general wellness. So just to kind of go through a couple of points in the next few sessions, we'll basically be covering the session outcomes. So we'll cover everything that we do in each session. I'll then give you a little bit of homework for you to work on during the week, and then I'd obviously see you the following week. Will you be able to commit to homework?
Yes, able to.
Okay, that's good. So basically, I know that you've obviously got very irregular like sleep and eating patterns. So that's something I'd like to address, because that will obviously also help with improving mental and physical health. So if you can just briefly outline a day in Maureen's life and kind of what time you're waking up, and be as detailed as possible.
Normally I get up very early. I'm an early riser. I normally like to get up at about 4 or 4, and then I either do the washing, put a load of washing in, or I do some work, and that's about it. Have a cup of tea and 2 rusks, and and then I normally have a late breakfast at about 9 with my husband, which consists of maybe some cereal and a yogurt, or 1 slice of toast and egg and some fresh juice, and that's what I have. Then I won't have anything, or maybe we have lunch very late, about 4 o'clock, which is no lunch or dinner. It's come dinner, and then a snack again at maybe 8 if I haven't fallen asleep yet because of the long period. I feel a bit hungry, icky, or whatever, and that's about all. Now I normally like to go to bed about 8:30, and that's my day, my eating day.
Okay. Do you feel like there's times in there when you feel a bit peckish or a bit hungry? And if so, what would you normally grab? Just like sweets or crisps, or what would you normally?
If I am icky, then I'll have maybe leftovers from last night. If there was a bit like a chicken and a bit of salad, or I'll have cheese and tomatoes. Sorry. Maybe
Okay.
too much starch, but yes.
Okay, and so would you say that you're conscious of your eating, or do you just listen to your body, and when you're hungry you just grab whatever? Are you conscious of it?
Not just whenever I'm hungry, I'll just have something.
Okay, so I mean, why did you really want to touch on these topics? Is it an area that you feel needs a bit of work? I know that you said it's your son's wedding coming up, so
Yes, so it's quite it's a new year, and I wanted to, there is a wedding coming up early in the year, and I wanted just to lose a few kilos and feel energized, and just get a bit more healthier. That's going to be my New Year's resolution for 2018.
excellent. And so I mean, you live in this beautiful estate, and let's now touch a little bit on exercise. Do you get to do much activity, or?
They've really been quite bad, but as I said, 2018 is going to be our year. we're going to go walking, my husband and I, because we're not so stressed. We're going to be stress-free next year, hopefully, after this Christmas period. And yes, and we're going to see how we handle it.
Okay, excellent. So, I mean, as we go through the week, touch on exercise a bit more, but I would say
just a nice walk in general.
Yeah, a mature client like yourself, it's not important, you know, having done 5 or 10 kilometers. It's more just from a holistic point of view to obviously focus on exercise. It's really good for the organs in the body and circulation and a sense of well-being. So that's something I would really encourage you to pick up then next year.
And good for the mind.
And good for the mind, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, in terms of food preparation, who cooks at home?
Well, my husband's a chef, so
Oh, wow.
he's a chef. And he, we normally just order and tell him what we want, and he brings it home from the restaurant. But we are able to cook ourselves if we want. Just not enough time due to the hours we keep. Because he normally leaves to go to work at about 9:10. He gets home at 4, and then we have a late lunch or an early supper, and then he goes back to work at 6, and then I see him maybe tomorrow or if I'm up in the middle of the night. So that's our lifestyle. So yeah, but I think in this new year coming, we're going to do our own cooking and some nice fresh fish and salad and that kind of things.
Okay, wonderful. So, do you have any sort of eating preferences or things that you don't eat at all, or?
No, I think I'm quite on everything. But I do like, I think I actually prefer the leaner stuff like the chicken and the fish, and with nice different kind of salads. We really like.
Okay, that's good.
We said the bread for, so we'll have to cut the bread. 2018 will be bread free.
Okay, so I mean, it's not even necessarily about cutting out the bread. It's about maybe resorting to like a nice homemade flaxseed bread.
That's a good idea.
And maybe, I mean, you've got facility here to bake lovely stuff. Maybe having lovely whole wheats or rye bread. So it's just also we'll in the weeks to come we'll be going over. Be going through your kitchen cupboards firstly, and then secondly we'll discuss ingredient listings so you can be more aware of looking at the ingredients. I mean, avoiding things like trans fats and certain fats that are not good for the arteries and things like that, like your unsaturated and saturated fats. So yeah, and also food diary. I know that you said you'd used the food diary before in our other discussions, and you know, just logging your food and kind of seeing what's your body.
Okay.
So yeah, that we'll definitely discuss as we go along. So then in terms of sleep, so you find you're waking up quite early. Is it because your mind's racing, or as you say, you've just had enough sleep, or what's?
No, I don't think the mind's racing. I think that it just feels like I've run out of sleep, or maybe it is something on your mind. You've got something you want to get started, or at times you don't really brew on such things. Just get up and then you do what you must do.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so that's something else I'd like to address as we go along. Again, for good physical health, sleep is obviously a big healer, so it heals the body, and it's important for you to get enough sleep and try get into like a regular sleep pattern as well. You'll find also if you exercise going forward that it will also help you to sleep better. The exercise, definitely you'll find you quite fatigued from the exercise, especially at first, and it will definitely help to regulate your sleep, and again contributing to improved wellness and things like that. In terms of any other things that you'd like to achieve from these sessions, is there?
no, I think it'll be, if I can just get the eating pattern and the sleeping pattern done, I'll be quite happy.
Okay, that's good. So, about your your going back to your body, is there any injuries that you've experienced or anything in the past that you have had operated on, or?
Yes, I had quite a big op with diverticulitis, and I think that is quite a setback. So I always have to.
Was it an abdominal operation?
Yes, I
Okay.
had to.
How did they detect that?
I don't know. I wasn't well, and I went to hospital, and it was Russian hospital, and I had to have this operation, and they cut a certain amount of the whatever out.
The bowel, yeah.
Bowel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I have to actually. I'm supposed to be watching what I eat, and I think the stress levels I must keep down, and you're going to make sure that you be very regular, and that So if you get stressed, then you find that you're not so well. So I try not to get too stressed, so that I don't have to take the hectic medication that they've prescribed. And so far, I've been quite lucky and quite good that, when I feel it coming on, then I try and avoid it and, switch off my mind and try and eat decently and eat well, healthily. And that's how I get through the day.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've definitely going to make some nice headway. I can see areas where a lot of planning also needs to be done. So planning of meals, planning of tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up at 7 and I'm going to go for a walk, and no matter what, you go for that walk. So a lot of planning is important when it comes to achieving your wellness and nutritional goals. Also for longevity, I mean, as you get older, you want to feel like your bones are strong and you want to feel energized, because it's important for quality of life,
Yes, right.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that covers the introduction of our first session. So I'll basically be going through the rest of the session shortly, and we'll discuss your homework going forward. But I think for now, I would be quite interested in having had you make a list on, like, for your wellness. What do I need to do to improve wellness? So that we'll discuss in the balance of our session. And yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to work through these little nitty-gritty things to improve your wellness. And I look forward to working with you the next couple of weeks.
Thank you. Thank you
It's
so
a
much.
pleasure.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure. Okay, thank you, Maureen.
Bye.